From the crack house to the White House, community activist Clemmie Greenlee says that is what she would call the book she plans to write about her life. Greenlee was an addict and sex trafficking victim who turned her life around and was invited to the White House for President Biden's signing of the bipartisan Safer Communities Act in 2022. Greenlee works tirelessly to improve the most at-risk communities in Nashville. We introduce you now to our first finalist in our Remarkable Women contest.
My son, Rodney Armstrong, is forever 29. He was killed July 9, 2020 in my own backyard.
It's a club no mother wants to be part of.
I'm Diana Hardy, and my son was killed by Officer Reed 2009.
A circle that keeps getting larger. An organization Clemmie Greenlee never intended to start, even though her own son, Rodriguez, was murdered in 2003.
My job was to grab this chair and that chair and sit her eye to eye and try to keep her calm and mentally stable.
Quickly, more chairs were filled around Greenlee's kitchen table. Word spread that she was a source of support for moms whose children had been murdered.
If God chose me to be the one to take all of this spirit in from all these different people, and I love doing it, and I'm gonna sit there and listen to you, and I'm gonna sit there and cry with you because I'm crying for my own son.
Looking back at her life, Greenlee could have never imagined she would be in a place to help others.
Caught up in doing drugs early on in my life. I'm talking about like drinking at 10 and drugging and smoking weed and stuff at 11 and 12, and then 12 ran into sex trafficking. I was really back and forth in and out of jail.
But a little piece of paper saved her life.
The paper was just about that small, and it would always say, Jesus love you, I love you. It's a program named Magdalene. They love you, and we want you.
A woman with the recovery program Magdalene House in Nashville, now called Thistle Farms, kept dropping off papers at a drug house where Greenlee was staying. One day, she called the number.
March 24th, 2001. That was my last drug, my last cigarette, my last drink, my last lifestyle, my last everything.
Greenlee completed the 2-year program, but then, 8 months later, her son was killed.
It broke my heart that everybody bet that I was gonna go back. I was gonna throw all that away. And I was like, wow, that made me more determined to prove them wrong.
And she did. Greenlee didn't relapse. She fully committed her life to preventing violence and sex trafficking, advocating for the homeless, and helping at-risk kids. She founded the nonprofit organization Nashville Peacemakers. In addition to Mothers Over Murder, it includes the Back to Basics Life Skills program for girls and the Straight Talk program for boys.
She says she's gonna get out here in these streets and she's gonna do something. She wants to make a change. I don't care if it's 3 people or 300 people, she's gonna show up.
Sheree Thompson lost her son in 2011 and has been part of Mothers Over Murder since 2018.
I just thank God for allowing Clemmie to be a part of my life. I didn't think the year 2011 I would have made it past that day. And this is 2024, and I'm here. And I'm here.
And Greenlee is still here, leading this circle of moms in mourning. Now she's calling on these mothers to turn their grief into action and take charge to stop gun violence in their own communities.
There's no cavalry coming for us. We are the cavalry. The healed will heal the healing.
With Clemmie Greenlee leading the charge. In Nashville, Haley Wilgus, News 2.
What an amazing story. Greenlee is also a transplant survivor. She received a life-saving new heart in 2018 after being told she only had 2 months left to live. Tune in next Tuesday to see our next Remarkable Women finalist.